Good, yo, Michael here today for another video. Before we begin, please go subscribe and leave a like. So, pretty much, sorry for the wait because I'm on vacation. So pretty much, I I'm on vacation. That's because I'm having Thanksgiving, and I'm hopefully y'all doing well on this lovely Thanksgiving week. I hope you had turkey. I hope you had lots and lots of turkey and lots of food. So pretty much, I hope you all are having a wonderful holidays and a wonderful football. Like I hope you were watching football as I did. It was fun. Like it wasn't fun because they canceled the Ravens and Steelers game due to COVID, and well, they didn't cancel it. They just postponed it, but and that's pretty much the concern here at this point. But it was probably a typical Lions losing, Cowboys getting their brain splattered by Washington. So let's get to the point. Let's look at the Bears' opponent on upcoming Sunday, the Green Bay Packers, who we all been familiar with for the longest. So Green Bay is 7-3, coming off a loss, and the Bears are 5-5, coming off a loss. So both of these teams are coming off a loss, mind you. So if I look at the Green Bay Packers, you would say that they're good. I think otherwise. Green Bay's a pre-contender. All right, there's a difference between a contender and a pre-contender. Do you want to know what a pre? I'll give you a perfect of an example of a contender and a pre-contender. So you look at the Jaguars, who, sorry. So you look at the Jaguars, who are literally their season's lost. They're like they have no reason to be competing. Like they are tanking for Trevor at this point. They are starting Mike Glennon, mind you, and we Bears fans know who Mike Glennon is, and we overpaid that bum. And I'm glad he's out of Chicago. Like he's probably worse than Cutler ever was at this point. So let's get to the point. So you look at a contender and a pre-contender. So I'm giving you the Jaguars. All right. Let's see how the Green Bay Packers did, who are a pre-contender, and the Steelers, who are Super Bowl contenders. So let's get straight to the point. You don't need a very elite defense to beat the Jaguars. You don't need a very talented weapons to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Green Bay was almost contending with them at home. They were struggling against a rookie sixth-round pick rookie quarterback, and that just proves how a pre-contender is. They struggle against these teams that they should be blowing them out. And you look at the Steelers. All right, you look at the Steelers, who are undefeated right now and are Super Bowl contenders. All right, they blew the Jaguars out in an away game. So that's a difference between a contender and a pre-contender. So now we got that example out of the way. Let's get into the look into. Okay, I will do my predictions tomorrow. So I'm hoping you all will stay tuned into that. So let's look into our opponents. Okay, Green Bay, legit, has arguably the greatest quarterback, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's not the greatest quarterback of all time. Like he's not better than Brady. He ain't better than Peyton Manning. He ain't better than all the great quarterbacks. He's just there. He's not in the. If I had to make a list of all the top 10 quarterbacks of all time, I'd probably put him in the mid-10s. Like I'll keep him at like a 6 or at 7. Okay, he's not in the top 5. So I'll get to the point I'm trying to create. So the Green Bay Packers do have a Super Bowl team if they have weapons. Okay. They could have their first 3 round picks, like their first, second, and third overall pick. They trade up to get a quarterback. They get a running back. What granted, AJ Dillon does look like the Incredible Hulk, but you had Aaron Jones. All right. That's what it has to come down to. They didn't need AJ Dillon at all. Like, yeah, he does look a little bit like the Incredible Hulk, but I don't think that was really necessary for Green Bay to go after a running back that barely has made an impact on this offense. But and their tight end, well, he's not a tight end, he's a fullback, but I think he's out. I think his name was like Joshua, whatever. But I'm thinking he would be a pretty decent option, but I don't think he hasn't made an impact on the offense either. So has Jordan Love, because Jordan Love hasn't started. Like, they're not using Jordan Love. They're not even using him as a Taysom Hill type of quarterback, like lots of Packers fans had predicted Jordan Love to be a Taysom Hill type of quarterback. So let's get straight to the point. Green Bay has 0 receivers, like, other than Adams. Could you imagine this team without Adams and without Rodgers? They would be bottom. They would be bottom. Like, the only reason why they're good is because of Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers can be super talented at times. Like, the Packers legit continue to hold the Green Bay Packers back. Okay? And I'm saying this, like, there comes a point in time where you have to accept the fact that Green Bay's done. Like, when they're done with Aaron Rodgers, they're going to go 30 years without a quarterback. Jordan Love's going to be a bust. GM and the head coach are going to be fired, and they're going to be looking for a new quarterback. That's what's going to be happening for Green Bay for the past 30 years. Okay? Jordan Love is not going to be a very good NFL quarterback. He might have one decent season and fall off. Okay? If you want to talk about Trubisky, at least my guy Trubisky puts in the work, does all of the work, and it's just Matt Nagy trying to make him a pocket passer, and that was not the case for everybody. Said for seasons Trubisky was the reason the Bears are being held back. Now, I conceded and I said, yeah, that's probably the reason why, but after seeing the Bears moved on from Trubisky, it's the same result. It's the same. It just proves a point that Trubisky isn't the problem. Well, he is, but he's not the main problem. All right, it was the play caller and it was the offensive line. Like, I do think Matt Nagy is most likely going to be fired, but I don't think Pace is getting fired either, because Pace is probably staying, because they want to keep Pace because he does good defensive moves. I think he did a good move on the offense this year, except for offensive line. All right. And if Pace wants to keep his job, he has to improve the O-line and start Eric Crush, Jason Springs, whatever, and not let Crawford be out there. So the point I'm trying to create is, we look at the Packers and we look at the Bears. Who is the better team in this situation? Obviously, you would say it's the Packers, but I don't think so. And I'm trying not to be biased, but Green Bay is not really looking like a Super Bowl contender, as many Packers fans have been telling me. Like, Green Bay is legit not a Super Bowl contender, okay? They are first-round exits at this point. All right, they might even lose to an NFC East team at this point, or maybe contend with an NFC East team, whatever. Okay, Green Bay's first-round exits. Okay, they're not better than the Bucks. They're not better than the Saints, because I don't know if you can. Like, I don't think they can shoot out. They got lucky against them, but I don't think they could shoot. They can shoot out again, but maybe it will. But I don't think that New Orleans. I think New Orleans will fall off the win. But I don't think they're better than the Rams, because the Rams are like what the Bears needed: an average offense and an average play call. Like, that's what I hope the Bears would have gotten. Like a very good defense. Like, the Rams defense is talented, but they have an average offense with a very good offensive a very good play caller, Sean McVay. Like, he's a very good offensive mind genius. Like, that's what I pray for Trubisky one day. Like, he has a very good head coach. And I'll tell you something. I'm hoping Bill Lazor knows how to play Trubisky, because he's the play action type of play caller. Okay, I think the Bengals were a pretty decent team under him in 2018 until Andy Dalton got hurt. I think they were a pretty decent team until Andy Dalton got hurt. So I don't really see the reason why I assume Bill Lazor is a terrible offensive coordinator. He can't be worse under Matt Nagy. But let me tell you something. If we want to beat the Green Bay Packers ever, we have to get the running game involved. And the Packers and the Bears have no run game. But I think we did have a very good run game with Trubisky. At least that's a positive. We were a running football team with Trubisky. Maybe we'll get the football running. And we have to fix the blocking. We have to fix the long run blocking. So that means the Packers defense is not good. Right. And I would only pick against the Bears if Nick Foles was starting. And obviously, that's not the case. Okay. So if I'm looking at the Green Bay Packers, they're not a playoff team. I told you the example of a pre-contender and a contender. All right, a pre-contender is struggling against teams that they should beat, and a contender is beating teams that they're supposed to beat. Like, I know this is the NFL and you're supposed, like, any given Sunday, but I don't think the Jaguars are a team that you should be allowing to score with you. Like, you don't need a very good defense to stop the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you don't need an elite offense to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, that's how it comes down to, like, that's what it has to come down to. All right, Chicago and Green Bay have known each other. Obviously, this will probably be a contention matchup because it's a divisional game, so I really don't see it being a blowout because it's a division game. You rarely see blowouts when it comes to division games because they know each other very well. So that's my whole thing is, if we look at this matchup, it's probably going to be close because, Aaron Rodgers will probably do some good moves, but I think the defense needs to get pressure on Rodgers, not make him throw the deep throws because most likely they're going to get caught. So that's number one with the defense. For the offense, get the run game going, make Trubisky run, maybe scramble. And my whole thing with Trubisky is, even if he does make the playoffs with a horrible performance, he's not coming back. Like, I can see it, folks. He's not coming back if he has a poor performance and his defense carries him to the playoffs. I don't see that because Trubisky has to pull on his MVP. And I'm asking Bears fans, please be patient with number 10 because it may take him time to develop. And if he goes away and he's successful somewhere else, I'm happy for him, okay? Okay? I'm happy for Trubisky, whether he's on another team or a rival team, it's just for the fact that I want Trubisky to succeed wherever he goes, okay? And it's the same thing, like, I hope for the best, and I really want Trubisky to succeed because this will shut up all the Bears could have had Mahomes, the Bears could have had Deshaun Watson. Crap, okay? I've already told you this. There were top 5 prospects in that draft, and one of them was Trubisky. Okay, I know Mini 14 has said that a second overall pick is worth on Deshaun. Yeah, he was worth it, but not Mahomes. Mahomes was predicted to go in the late round. All right. So let me get to the point I'm trying to create is Green Bay's defense sucks. Green Bay's offense is bad. So no. Your Green Bay offense is good. So the receivers are still bad. Like, I think they're not a Super Bowl team because they are going to get towards the playoffs. They're not better than the Giants. They might even they're not better than the Seahawks. Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals might even beat the Packers. So don't be surprised if that happens. So I will get into my predictions tomorrow, just so I don't have to waste my time here talking to you about when there is enough. I might have 2 co-hosts on predicting the Bears. But anyway, I really hope you all are having a wonderful day. Me as well. Be thankful. Be blessed that God woke you up today. And hey, man, I really do hope the Bears pull it off this Sunday. And Trubisky has the season that we Bears fans can hope for. Okay, I know for Bears fans it's probably going to be hard just changing back to a quarterback that you all hated on. You all said he sucks. So I really hope you have to be patient. Well, I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, man, you have to support your team no matter who's starting. Okay. This is when we face the Packers in like the past couple of years, we've always had bad quarterback play. Jay Cutler, Glenn, and Brian Horter, and who's that guy? Randy Orton or whatever. It was before Cutler. So anyway, that's it. That's all. Please go subscribe. As always, my name is Michael, and I approve this message.